Hi guys, I hope you're very well and welcome to this month's live chat. So over the past few months, people have been contacting me about weight training and resistance training, and I think the reason why they've done that is because recently I've been favouring using our own body weight as resistance, which is very effective. And for those of you that know me well, you may have been doing the 30-day Better Body Challenge that I've got on my website, or you may even be using my favourite tool, which is FitDex. So FitDex is a card game. It's an exercise card game, and you can get them on Amazon, or you can download the app onto your iPhone or iPad. And they do use some equipment, but a lot of the equipment is actually your own body weight. But I know that some of you have been really wanting to get the tone and definition that you've been craving, and so I thought I'd address that this month. Now, for the ladies out there, you're wanting tone and definition, but you're not wanting the bulk. Now, unless you're taking male hormones, there's not a lot of chance of you bulking up like a guy, you know. And the chances are you'll know what areas bulk more than others, because we have to get to know our own bodies very well. So, a little comical bit of information about Anna. I do have more testosterone than the average woman, which makes me more muscular. It makes me hairier, which is not good. I get that from my dad. And it also makes me highly energetic. So you can see how it will affect you. So you can have this tested by the doctor if you wish, but there are signs whether that will tell you whether you have a lot of testosterone or not. Now, with Pilates, Pilates gives a great deal of definition and tone. And there's a little quote from Pilates that says, the day you stop correcting yourself is the day you stop doing Pilates. Well, I actually feel that this quote can be applied to all exercises, and in particular weight training. Yeah, it's all about technique. So for the guys, I've had a lot of guys that have been getting seriously into their weight training, but they're lifting the wrong weights with the wrong technique, and you are not going to get anywhere fast doing that. So I would prefer a lighter weight and perfect technique rather than a really heavy weight and you're all over the place. Even 6 reps is worth more than 600 reps if done perfectly. And that's what I'm after. So I was worried about people maybe hurting themselves. I was worried about people getting disheartened, training like mad and, not getting anywhere fast. And I put up on the Wellbeing subscription website, I put up about 2 serious weight training sessions a week for 10 weeks will reduce your body fat by 3%. And I said, let's do it. Let's see if that happens. And we've had some amazing results, but we have had some people saying it doesn't work, it's not good, In truth, I think those people weren't training correctly and were wanting to get the most out of the training. We don't want it to be inefficient, and that's why trainers like myself are around. We want to make your workout as efficient as possible. So I'm going to go through 5 rules of safe weight training, and then I'm going to go through 5 rules of top tips that you can use for weight training. So number 1, always warm up before you lift weights. I see the guys coming into the gym and they just head straight for the dumbbells. This works for anything, yeah? This prepares you by increasing blood flow to your muscles by lubricating your joints. I want you to warm up. It doesn't have to be a really long warm up, but I need you to warm up. A typical example of how a warm up can change things is I had ladies coming into a Pilates class and I asked them to go into the gym and do 10-15 minutes on the cross trainer or bike before the class. And it was a completely different class, and the results they got from it was completely different. So a warm-up will increase the results, yeah, and things will happen much better. Number 2, always perform exercises with proper form. If you don't learn the proper technique to begin with, you will be setting yourself up for years of injury potential as well as possible muscle imbalances. If you're unsure of proper form, ask a trainer to help you. Ask me, ask someone in the gym, ask anyone, but make sure you ask. Don't leave it up to fate. The muscle imbalances I see all the time, you know what I mean? Like the skinny guys with the big thick necks, the big shoulders and the skinny legs, the ladies that are really thick set in the lower body and then they're really skinny in the upper body. We don't want that imbalance. And then there's the favourite one of mine, which is the mirror body. And that's where you look really good from the front, but you look terrible from the back. So we want you looking good always round. Number 3, lift weights that are within your abilities. Don't look at what the person on the bench next to you is lifting. Don't try to impress people around you. Lift weights at your own level and at your own progression. Yeah, I would prefer you to have a relatively light weight and do the correct form. Those muscles will respond to that much quicker than, you know, doing terrible form and a weight that's too heavy for you. Number 4, know when to stop. If you have reached your maximum repetitions but continue to try to lift by neglecting proper form, then you will just end up hurting yourself. And that's guaranteed. The other thing that people forget is if they're lifting a weight with their arms, they forget all strength comes from the core, comes from the stomach muscles. So whether you're squatting, whether you're bench pressing, whether you're doing bicep curls, I want you to pull in those stomach muscles to protect the back and protect the body. That's when you know you're going to be, you know, really keeping yourself safe. 5, treat your injuries quickly. If you do injure yourself or if you experience pain anywhere, go and see a physio or a health practitioner to help you nip this before it turns into something chronic. The big thing, if you feel pain, stop. That is the body's warning sign to say stop, don't do this anymore. That's why it sends out the pain signal, you see. So pain equals stop, and then when you stop, you go and get it seen to ASAP. So that's the 5 safety tips. And we're going to move on to the 5 muscle and toning building tips. So number 1, progressive overload. Whether your focus is on building muscle or size, to build strength, or simply to tone, progressively overloading the weights you use is the key to meeting your goals. Essentially, this means that it is necessary to continually stress your muscles beyond their normal demands in order for your body to adapt to these changes by changing, growing, and getting stronger. Once you have adapted to a certain weight, it is time to increase the weight or the reps to further challenge your muscles. It brings me back to the quote I put up on Facebook frequently. If it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. Yeah? There's a difference between challenge and overburdening. Yeah? There's a difference between that. Something you can manage that you can really feel in the muscles, and then there's something that you haven't got a hope in hell of lifting. So take it steady. Exercise selection. Most exercises just don't have time to stay in the gym 2 hours per day, so getting the maximum benefit from your workout in the shortest amount of time is what most exercises are looking for. Therefore, the best choices for exercises are compound multi-joint exercises such as push-ups, squat presses, and power cleans. Performing these types of exercises will work many more muscles than a bicep curl, where only one small muscle group is working during the same amount of time. Working more muscles is desirable because this means that more overall muscle building, strength and toning, and more calories are burned. This is what Anna calls the 2 for 1 or even the 3 for 1. We want an exercise that is working more than one muscle group. And when you're working the big muscle groups, like when you're squatting and stuff, this really does change the body and how it looks. Yeah, so we're looking for a more complicated exercise, really, but that's where technique becomes everything. Number 3, training frequency. Train enough, but don't overtrain. So how do you know what's right for you? So again, ask me, ask a trainer in the gym who will have the knowledge to properly design an exercise program that is safe and appropriate for your time, schedule and goals. If you are a evening person, training at 6 o'clock in the morning, just A, isn't going to happen, and B, it's not going to do you any favours. Train when you feel at your strongest, and this is different for everybody. Yeah. Also, if you work 7 days a week and you work till 8 o'clock at night, then going to the gym at 9-10 o'clock at night might not be for you. A home program might be better for you. If you're a person who works part-time and has the mornings free and you're pretty good in the mornings, then maybe mornings will be good for you. You've got to know your life, know your body to get the best out of it. 4, energy or exercise. Your exercise sessions should not be too long, as you will only have a limited amount of energy available for a full effort. Research shows that blood sugar levels start to deplete after 30 minutes, so it's crucial to select the right exercises and do them in the most efficient timeline. Choose the exercise mode that is most important to you. Weights, cardio, stretching, yoga, Pilates, whatever works for you, and do that at the beginning of your workout so that you will have the most energy to perform to the best of your ability. So this is about exercising for efficiency. Now, I learnt about exercising for efficiency in the very first gym I ever worked in, which was a bodybuilding gym. And the guys used to come in, and these guys were big guys. Some of them were amateur, some of them were professional bodybuilders. And they would come in and I'd say, "What are you doing?" They'd say, "Chest." "How long are you going to be in?" 20 minutes. And they would be in for the 20 minutes and they would leave and go and eat. And then you'd see them later on. "How long are you going to be in?" 20 minutes, legs. They were extremely efficient. They weren't in there for 5 hours a day. They just got the job done. They got in and they got out. And I learned then just how you can change your body in a very short amount of time. So don't feel that you have to be training for 2 hours. A good, solid, serious 30-minute workout will do you more than 2 hours of faffing around in the gym, not using proper form and using a load of exercises that aren't working for you. And last one, number 5, motivation. You can know all the proper muscle building ideas and concepts and exercises, but if you are not mentally prepared to take on the challenge of hard work and dedication to achieve your goals, you will never succeed. Now, this sounds really harsh, and I suppose my gift, skill, I suppose it's a skill. My skill is making people think what we're going to do is going to be easy. My skill is to kind of encourage people to do stuff that they probably wouldn't do on their own. And people think, "Oh, that wasn't too bad," and Anna talked at me all the way through, and time went fast. And my skill is making people think it's easy. And when you look at a lot of my online courses and you look at the way I train, I go, "This is easy. It's going to be the easiest thing ever." And that's because I make it easy rather than you making it easy. But when I put up my 30-day Better Body Challenge, I was very honest. I said, this is 30 days and it's serious exercise. And it won't take you very long to do it. It'll take you 10-15 minutes at the beginning of the 30 days, possibly 20 minutes towards the end of the 30-day course. But you're going to feel it, and it's going to be hard work, and that's the way it is. And if you commit to the 30 days, I will change your body in 30 days. Here's what's interesting. I had more people take up the offer of the Transform course, Change Your Body in 12 easy weeks, and, you know, happy belly, flat belly, and, you know, and all these things. When I actually said, you're going to feel it, and it's going to be tough, the amount of people that backed off from that was unbelievable. But I have a selection of people, about 10 people now presently, I know the number's rising gradually, that are doing the Better Body Challenge. And the results they're getting is unbelievable. And I'm only asking them to do a few small things every day. But the truth is, you're going to feel it. You see? So it may sound harsh, but you are going to have to put in some hard work there. And my trick is to make it feel easy and to make it sound easy. So if you want me to make it feel and sound easy, then come and see me. I'm sure I'll be able to help you out. So I'm hoping that clears up a few things about resistance and weight training, whether you want to build muscle, tone muscle, define muscle, or you just want to get stronger. I hope the safety aspects and the technique aspects here have helped you a great deal. The one thing I want to really highlight is when people go on diets or when they're trying to lose weight or anything like that, they often reduce their dairy products and calcium intake goes down quite rapidly. And what happens is calcium is not only for bones and teeth. The mineral calcium helps your muscles contract. So when people are lacking in calcium, they will feel weak. So if you want to feel strong, I wouldn't be giving up that calcium so readily. You can get calcium from curly kale if you don't want to eat dairy products. But the best energy drink, post-exercise energy drink, is not Lucozade, it's milk. Yeah, so if you have a little glass of milk after a really great, serious weight training session, you'll find some big results from that. So don't shy away from the calcium and don't worry too much about the fat in dairy products. It is my pet hate when people say to me they're on super skimmed milk. There's only 3.24% fat in milk, in full fat milk. That isn't very much, and plus we all know that good fats are liquid at room temperature and bad fats are hard at room temperature, and milk is liquid at room temperature, so it's full of good fats for you. So milk is good for you. Take all the vitamins and minerals it can throw at you and use it. Don't be scared of it. For those that are lactose intolerant, don't forget the soya milk now that's coming out is really great stuff. You know, I mean, it's not like years ago where it tasted really bad and even the gluten stuff was really bad. The substitute milks that are coming out now are fabulous, and I'm a big fan of goat's milk as well. Half the fat and twice as nutritious. We love it. So I hope you liked the live chat today, and I hope it's helped you. If you need any help with a training program, or you need any help or any questions at all, please get in touch with me. This is what I'm here for, and I will speak to you very soon, and I wish you all the luck in the world, and happy weight training. Bye.